Hello, and today I'm going to review a new little pod system from eLeaf, from those wonderful people at eLeaf, and that's the eLeaf Elven pod system. Now, straight out of the box you get the battery, which is this device here. This is basically the Elven, and you get two pods. Here's a pod which I've been using for the last 2 days, because in order to review this device properly, I've been using it for 2 days. So let's go back to the battery. Now, this is the small little slim battery, and it's a wonderful size. It's so light, it's kind of an aluminium, and it comes in various colors. This, of course, unless you're colorblind or watching on a black and white monitor, if such things exist. This is red. You can get blue, you can get gold, you can get silver, you can get various different colors. And as I say, they're tiny, they fit nicely into your pocket. They charge with a little standard mini USB. You get the lead in the box. You simply plug it in there, and a red light comes on to tell you that the device is charging. Now, this is your pod here. This is where the actual e-liquid goes in. And the coil and everything, or the atomizer, the wick, whatever you want to call it, is actually within the pod. Now, when you can refill this as many times as you want until the coil burns out, and you refill it by lifting this little rubber stopper here, pouring in the e-liquid, and then reclosing the stopper. As I say, you then once the coil actually burns out, you throw it away as disposable, and you put in a new pod, and you do get two pods in the box with the product. I've priced the pods over here in the UK, and they're around £2.50 each, so that's pretty good value for money if you do get a week or two out of each pod, which I fully suspect you will, as I've been using this now, as I say, for 2 days as my main vaping device. So I've been using it quite a lot. I've only given up smoking just over a month ago, so I vape quite a lot, and I've been vaping constantly on this thing for 2 days. Now, the way it works is, this is your battery here, and it's got these little decorations up the side here, but one of them on one side only is an hole, that little hole there, and that controls the airflow that you get from the device. So if you want a more restricted airflow, remember I mentioned the little rubber stopper where you fill the put the liquid in? Well, you simply pop your pod in with the rubber stopper facing the hole, so that effectively blocks off the hole, and that gives you a tighter draw. It's delicious. I've got Dinner Lady lemon tart nicotine salts in here. If you prefer an easier airflow rather than a restricted draw, then you simply turn the pod around so that the rubber stopper is facing away from the hole. So the hole there is on the plane. That gives you an airflow. A less restricted draw. Personally, I prefer the more restricted draw, so I keep it with a rubber stopper facing that way. Now, when I draw on this, you'll notice this little light here is lighting up green. And that tells me that the device is fully charged. Once it gets down to about 50% power, this little light would go blue, and below 20% power it'll be red, so that tells you then you need to recharge it. Now, it's a wonderful size. It's tiny, lovely little thing. If I give you some perspective on size, this is a standard biro pen, and as you can see, it's a lot shorter than a pen. So it's a really nice device. Fits lovely into your trouser pocket or your breast pocket, or you can pop it in a bag and carry it anywhere you want. There we are. It's in my pocket. It's comfortable. It's lightweight. It's an aluminium type base body, which is actually the battery. It also gives off a great flavour. I can really taste the zingy zest, these lemons in this Dinner Lady lemon tart. I think it's superb. I gotta be honest, I highly recommend this. It comes in various colours, as I've said, so you can basically get one that suits yourself. Perhaps I should have had blue to go with me eyes, but this is fine. Lovely little red thing. Yesterday, I kept an eye on the battery. I put it on. It takes about an hour to charge fully from empty. It doesn't take long. It's only a low-powered battery, of course, and there's no different power settings for the users. It's set at a low power setting. I'm not sure what it vapes at. But you know, it's really uncomplicated. Another nice touch is this old year, so you can see how much liquid you've got left in your pod. And I don't know if the camera's picking up the bubble as the liquid moves around, but that's really good, easy to fill. But yeah, and as I say, I used this yesterday after fully charging it, and I went till late afternoon before that light turned green. Turned blue rather, which told me that I'd used 50% of my power. And then by late in the night, probably about 11 in the night, it went red, and I just popped it back on charge. So the point I'm trying to make there is, if you're going to take this pod out with you for the day rather than carrying your mod about, then you know, one charge should last you a full day of heavy use. Say, it's light, it's lovely, it's nice design, it feels comfortable in your hand, and if you want to do a bit of stealth vaping at work, it's probably ideal for that. Yeah, I'd highly recommend this. They're not expensive. I think over here in the UK it goes for between 16 and 19 pounds. I got this one from Vape Club UK and paid, I think it was £16.99. I've also just ordered a second unit for my partner because it's, as I say, it is superb. Will it replace my normal mod? No, it won't. But when I'm out and about, it's far more comfortable than carrying the mod about with you. So that's the eLeaf Elven. It's highly recommended. Even if I have got butterfingers. The eLeaf Elven.